some point in life, everybody wants to be a cowboy. It's what our country is built upon. And I think the people today are searching for things like the cowboy way. Life is changing, but cowboys still exist.
Dallas, Texas, Nashville, Oklahoma City, Las Vegas, Anaheim, California, Kansas City, New York, St. Louis, Des Moines. This is not a rodeo. We've got 45 of the world's best cowboys riding the rankest and roughest bulls.
Oh boy, here we go.
There is not a more simple scoring system anywhere in the world of sports, all right? This is it. 50 points for the bull, 50 points for the cowboy. It's you against him. You got to ride the bull for 8 seconds. You got to keep your hand inside of that rope, one arm in the air.
He made a great correction at 5.5, and that saves him.
That's me. My name's Tom P. with Pig Buccaneers. I mean, it seems like the top guys always pick my bulls. I mean, he gives me an ulcer. I've got an ulcer big as a hen egg, but they put on a show like nobody's ever seen. They're not some little backyard rodeo.
He is the exclusive entertainer of the professional bull riders. Give it up for Flint Rasmussen.
I don't know how to describe a guy like him. He's a damn legend, in my opinion.
With more than 32 stops around the country, we bring the Cowboys to you. From Colonial Juarez, Mexico, it's Rocky McDonald.
I'm sure he told you the story about when he cut his finger off.
Rocky makes it to the 8. It wasn't pretty towards the end, and he's hung up.
This is the guy right here that is a guardian angel on dirt. I'm talking about Shorty Gorham.
Now that takes a guy that's got a lot of nerve to do that sort of thing.
Tonight, to sing our national anthem from Overbrook, Oklahoma, the very lovely Leanne Hart.
Isn't she beautiful? Willie comes from an Amish family, and can't help but like Willie.
J.B. Mauney. Folks, picture this. He's a 21-year-old millionaire.
That's J.B. He's basically become a rock star.
Well, J.B. Mauney right now getting ready to ride. The sound absolutely deafening when this guy steps up. Every female in this building is going absolutely nuts, and it's for this kid. When it comes down to it, nobody's got more confidence. Nobody's got the swagger that this guy has. I don't care what you want to call it. Look at him. At 21 years of age, he's got it.
He's so cute, and he seems so nice. Like, comes from a small town, and it kind of shows that you can just become something that everyone wants to be. And he's just really inspirational and just amazing.
I knew it would happen. I just didn't know it would happen as quick. All of a sudden, everybody knew who he was.
Hell of a damn right, son. Yeah.
he loves the fans, but sometimes he'd just like to go back to being JB. He just for a day or two.
In 3 years, I think in the PBR, I've made almost $1 million. I done everything. I cut grass, I rode barrel horses for a woman, worked at a ball bearing plant one time. I couldn't take that, not so much. I worked there for about probably 5 or 6 months. As soon as I got back to riding, I said, I'll make sure I make bull riding my living. My dad said, well, I said, cause I'm dang sure not gonna do this the rest of my life. Calm down. He been running around all day. I guess it's because people's here. He's all wired up. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You're a pretty good old dog sometimes. They used to, when I drove all the time, I'd take him everywhere with me. We got big, and then I fly so much now. See, it's one big old farm. It's my great-grandpa's, and that's the dairy barn they had and stuff right there. And this is the house he lived in. It's built in like 1949 or some crap, or way before that, I don't know. And then my sister lives in that trailer, and then my grandma lives in the other brick house right there. And then there's a house up in them pines over there. That's it's Lee's mama. That's my other great aunt. My other aunt, Joyce, there, she sold all that land over there to them developers. There's houses, I mean, everywhere over in there. And it used to not be, it used to be all just woods. Now it's all houses. Wonderful neighbors. They like to call the cops on me, too. I get bored when I'm at home. Them so used to staying gone. I come home, I get bored. Before, I just bought that and just to play with. I like to drive it because it's loud. I'll drive it through town when I get bored sometimes. Watch the dogs. They're gonna be loud. Room's a little messy these days. I guess this is what happens when you don't ever come home.
And once you get to be a part of rodeoing, you know, whatever it is there, it gets in your blood and you can't get it out. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of like an addiction there. What's our motto? It's been ever since you've been in sheep riding.
Play the game, take the pain.
Yeah, play the game, you take the pain. When he was little there, you know, I never did make him do anything there that he didn't want to as far as riding, and yes, that was the motto. He'd get up and suck it up and come on. That's all he's ever done.
This is the first money that he ever won, mutton busting, which is sheep riding. He split second place in the mutton busting on April the 6th, 1991, and he won $4.80. And the money's still in it. I don't know what else I can show you embarrassing. You can zoom in on that one. That's from when he was riding calves. That was before I stepped in and said, you're not getting on anything else unless you put a helmet on. The one that's shattered is in there, in his bedroom. It's in 2 pieces. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty weak feeling when you're a mama to see your kid in that situation. I just said, I can't do this. I cannot sit here and watch him live. Now, what am I going to do? Because I'm a mama, and come hell or high water, if my kid's hurt, I'm going. It's that simple.
Hey, Redboy!
Mercy, mercy. Shoulder. We've seen that before when guys leave the arena. Now, I'm no doctor. We're not supposed to predict, but Ty, you and I both know that's a possible shoulder dislocation.
Yeah, that's what it looks like from here. And that is bad news.
I'm convinced they can take pain better than we can. Got to. You know, I can hit my foot wrong walking on the carpet, and here I make a big face. And Ty Murray said, why do you make that face? If you make a face, it ain't gonna help you a damn bit. You might as well look straight. That's a cowboy to me. That's a tough guy. He has no fear of death. If he does, he damn sure doesn't let anybody know about it.
Jimmy. Oh my God, look at that. Casey Hayes, holy mackerel. That was a big hawk.
They've got more nerve than I have. Let's put it that way. They love to have fun. They love to make money. They love to live in the left lane. Everyone that I've ever met, it was the same way. They're a little bit wild every now and then, but I guess all of us were when we were growing up.
I've known Brian. We grew up together. And then we met Casey in Shawnee, Oklahoma at the Youth World Finals. And what do you know? Look at us now.
Hey, let me look at that map. What, I gotta name all the states? Oh, shit. All right. Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas. How many A's are there? Arkansas. Pistol Robinson from Burleson, Texas. This is my rookie year. You know, my rodeo friends heard my dad call me Pistol, so they'd call me Pistol, and then all of a sudden, I'm living a double life. And Caleb on one side when I'm going to, like, school, and then I'm Pistol when I'm going to bull ridings. Brian and JB, I knew just from, like, going to Challengers last year, pretty much. I like to compare it to, like, high school. We do just kind of our own little groups, and you just kind of fall into social order. That's kind of how it is.
Hey, Casey, give me that chew bag. Shut up, Luke. I tell you what, me behind the steering wheel is what I'm talking about. I was made for this. I think after bull riding, I'm gonna be a truck driver. I'm driving because I broke my neck, and they told me that I could go along and drive, get a percentage of their winnings. And it was a really good excuse to get out of the house and go hang out with my friends that I haven't seen in 2 months. So if everything heals quickly like it was supposed to, maybe make it back by the time to get on in the finals, you know? It's the Super Bowl of our sport, you know? You win lots of money out there in the finals, have a good time in Vegas. I mean, it's just a pretty good time all the way around, you know?
What do you do with that money?
We usually spend it on booze and whores, and then we just blow the rest. That was a joke.
I didn't grow up with a baseball glove. You know, I had a bull rope with some chaps, a cowboy hat. And it's adrenaline rush. That's pretty much what it is. Everybody gets addicted to the feeling of, you know, conquering the beast, pretty much all it is. So that's pretty much it. This is what we do most of our time when we're on the road. We're on the road. It sucks. I mean, you might go home, take out clothes, pack a different set of clothes, and leave again. Other than that, it's on the road. You hang out with people every weekend in a different city. I mean, you get to know those people. I mean, you're living with them basically, you know, just traveling the world. It gets kind of lonely if you're just sitting in your room all by yourself, you know, and you call your buddy, what are you doing? Sitting in my room watching TV. At least when you're rooming together, you got somebody to talk to whenever you cut the lights off right before you go to bed.
I'm always in the shower, sleeping in the shower, turning it on, get everything perfect, and then just pass out in the shower. And who has to come mess with me? That guy. Just the right temperature, too, and just...
Right, dude. Come on, Colt.
That's the virgin.
Come on, Colt. Come sit down. Talk with us. Hey, Colt, how old are you? 20.
Where are you from?
Oklahoma. Down in God's country.
Hang on, I got something for y'all to listen to.
You have reached the voicemail box of Colt Donaldson out of Bell, Oklahoma. You didn't get me because I'm probably going 94 and some big bramer right now, but if you'll leave me your name and your number, just as soon as I get the hair cleaned out of my spurs and I finish signing autographs for all these fine young ladies, I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks.
He's an odd character.
Colt has never had the graces of a female in his bed, so
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid.
Why are you waiting, Colt? What are you waiting for?
To get married.
Just for the record, that's dumb. We're trying to get him away from his ways.
There must be plenty of opportunities. I mean, there's like...
Oh, there is. There's loads of opportunities.
Tonight is going to be an absolute great show. The backdrop, you couldn't ask for anything better. We find ourselves in the middle of this Bozeman, Montana Challenger Tour event. The way it works is it allows some of our lesser-known cowboys to build up some money to position themselves on tour. This next individual group you're about to meet with, they travel in style. Why? Because they've earned their right. Brian Cantor, the little man from Randolph, North Carolina.
There's a certain way you're supposed to carry yourself.
Folks, it's J.B. Mauney.
It's a way of life. Well, once you put a cowboy hat on your head and you wear it long enough, you find out what it means to be a cowboy.
Come on now, Mauney. This is the Kevin Dunn. And JB, I'm looking right now to the officials just for the official word, and they say no score. He didn't make it. Fans, I want everybody. How about you give a big round of applause for our cowboy, JB Mauney? It's a long ways from North Carolina to Montana. The superstar of the PBR from the Big Sky Country of Montana. Put your hands together for Flint Wiersma. You travel in style. I'm kind of impressed. I've never been in a helicopter before, and that didn't have no door on it. I'll change my pants just a little bit. Just a little. But tonight we're going to get a special little treat. We've got the youngsters out here. Where does every cowboy or future bull rider get their start? It happens in the button busting. Come on, James, hang on, buddy. He's a turtle.
A bull rider takes one limp step. We send people in with stretchers. Portrayed legs are and badges last us.
6 years old, 43 pounds, Warren, Montana. He took it. Let him drive that thing home. Oh, well, folks, we're going to take just a little bit of a break and be right back with you in just a few moments. Put your hands together for Flint Rasmussen.
It was always frustrating for me to go to a rodeo, and at the end of the day, I was just, oh, that clown out in the dirt. And now people know me by name. They watch us on TV, and we're going to be in their city next week. We're selling the romance of the cowboy. Justin McBride can win $5 million, but we're still selling the cowboy. I always say I'm in the entertainment business. Professional bull riders, it's a tour. There's 7 big semi-trucks all painted up. It's like the Rolling Stones, and I'm Mick Jagger.
And you people go in the bathroom, you're missing out because you know what? I'm a giver. I'm wearing camouflage and flip-flops.
People think they can just go out there, act crazy, run around, be obnoxious.
You're getting bigger as I'm getting closer.
And it's so the opposite. There is a lot going on in that arena. I know the sport in and out. The biggest compliment to me is when people say it looks easy. The biggest problem I have in this job is getting tired. I just get tired. I go to close to 40 events a year, so I'm on the road a couple hundred days a year. The dreaded sitting on the airplane question. So what do you do? Well, I'm kind of an entertainer. Oh, really? Well, who are you with? Well, I tour with a professional bull rider. So you ride bulls? No. So what do you do? Well, I'm kind of the entertainer. I don't get it. I'm the guy in the arena that when there's a break, I'm funny and I sing and dance. You're a rodeo clown. Sure. Okay. Okay, I'm in a taxi from the airport on my way to the Fairmont. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure, but will they buy me a glass of wine if I go to dinner with them? There's licensing, some people who do merchandise that I'm one of their products that they're breaking out and they want to take me to dinner with the merchandise guy tonight. So I was trying to get the scoop. Because I don't know. I don't always like the big social things. It wears me out a little bit because then when it comes time to be in front of 15,000 people, you're kind of tired of people. I don't mind doing it, but yeah, sometimes you feel like they're going, hey, entertain us here at dinner. Be the jester, which I was once in a madrigal dinner at college. I really don't want anybody coming to see me. Cool. What have you? Morning.
So let's just chat real quick about this on cameras and stuff.
Okay.
So basically, it's like we did in New York. You know, it's a Texas, it's a blowjob. It's like, you know, it's damn, that's a loud whistle. It's like, hey, what's going on? I'm from Rasmussen here in Texas. You know, this place is fucking huge. It's the biggest, you know, everything's gigantic here. You can play off that a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. They want you to end it and say their tagline, which is live large, think big. So you're going to say,
live large, think big.
Yeah, stuff like that, you know.
I need to be glad to see everybody all the time and happy all the time and funny all the time. And so that's hard. Hey PBR fans, this is of course PBR entertainer Flint Rasmussen, and this week the PBR makes a stop in the Lone Star State. Of course the riders will be riding a little something more active than this, but we're here in Dallas, one of the largest cities in Texas, and today I'm gonna put my ear to the street and see really what people love about Texas. We can try it again. That was not that good. I'll try a couple of these Oz. And Dallas, of course, one of the biggest cities in Texas. And today, I'm gonna put my ear to the street and see what people really love about this big state, Texas. Let's go. There was nothing that I wanted to do more than be a football star. I was also the kid that stood in front of the mirror with the tennis racket and rocked out because I wanted to be on stage. You know, Dallas, we're here. See, I'm okay. I'll get it now. We'll get it.
That was better than I thought you'd do. That was a really good job.
Here in Dallas, one of the biggest cities in Texas, we're gonna see how people, you know, I've worked up a sweat running around this city of Dallas, and it's a great place. Texas, I'm just throwing out, okay, stay there. I live in a town that Main Street is like a Mayberry Main Street, and there's just a lot of empty buildings because 50 miles away is the town of 70,000 people where everybody can shop and go to McDonald's, and the small town's kind of getting pushed aside. Is all of this change and progression, is it really better? I'm blocked. Okay. We'll try it, whatever. Texas, it's a beautiful place, and what a great state this is. Make it up as I go. Okay, I love Texas. And you know, when I'm here, I'm living large, thinking big. Quit honking your horn.
You got room?
Yeah, hop in. I'll get you on the way back? I'll sit over here. Did he tell you we're going to American Airlines Arena? What's up, Shorty?
Not much. Looks like I made it just in time.
Ooh, warmed up.
Oh, just be glad we're not in South Texas.
Yeah, I know. And it's not August.
Yeah. It's been 107 the last few days.
Oh, I bet that's been fun. How are you?
Good yourself?
Everything good with you?
Yes, sir. How about yourself?
Smooth. Smooth as a rasp.
Good much.
Why is there so many people here in Dallas? Like, why is it such a big event?
Texans. Texans. They all live here. Warm up. Time to warm up. We'll try our hardest tonight.
You on the phone? Yeah, I talked to my wife all day.
I'll do my best.
I will. Love you guys. Get that taken care of.
You can get in.
Family with us. Dear Lord, thank you for letting us be here together, Lord. Dear Lord, I pray you'll be with us. Help us work as a team to do our job. Keep these guys safe. Keep playing, entertain this crowd. Just create a lot of enthusiasm, Lord.
Dallas, Texas. This is not a rodeo. It's the one and only.
When you hear stories of guys from Brazil, no one right now on a roll like the man himself, Guilherme Mauney.
Welcome to stop number 22 in Billboard, Texas, professional bull riders. That's right. And what better place to have stop number 22 in June than in Texas? Yeah.
Dallas, are you ready to ride some bull?
Guilherme Mauney, I tell you what, this guy has got things going right. It is awesome.
This is all I ever wanted to do since I was 5 years old. And when I was at home, everybody else was watching cartoons. I was watching bull riding, you know. And I wasn't paying attention to bull riders. I was watching bull fighters. A lot of people have never seen it before, and they go look. It just looks like chaos. But everybody's kind of got their job, you know. They'll feel your hands on top of their head, and they think they got you, so they throw their head up. They think they're hitting you, and they think, oh, I got him now, and they hit, and it picks their head up. Once you get their head up, then you can take them wherever you want to go. You watch guys that are really good at it. Over the years, you just learn the shortcuts and when and where to be. Yeah, it's a good time. I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
What's up, man? Hang on just a sec. I'll be back. All right, got everybody to talk to now. Take care of business. You don't call the wife when you get done, they get really worried. Or even worse than that, when somebody else calls them, they get really freaked out. Thanks, buddy. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
This is Catula. Not many people give a shit about much down here. But even Catula's kind of a big town, really, compared to a lot of the towns around here. But all this country back in the old days, it used to be pretty Wild West right here. A lot of killing went on.
It's really not fun in South Texas shoeing horses because their feet get so dry. They don't mind at all. Just like getting a pedicure. It's tough living down here, but the good thing about it, not many people want to live down here, so kind of got it to yourself. I'm usually home about 3, maybe 4 days a week. And I'm gone probably 45 weekends a year. At least I get when I'm home all day and get to see the family. Because I'd rather work on the weekends than work all week and have 2 days off, you know? You wanna go crawl around? Go. Hurry, 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 hurry. They grow up tough with these hardwood floors. They fall, it's hard. Come on, pumpkin. Go see the cows. Go see the cows. They know that's the dinner bell. Tell the cows. Tell them. Woo! There you go. Woo, mama. Most places they don't feed like this, but down here the country's so rough, if you don't supplement them a little bit, they have hell surviving. Longhorns aren't the best like for beef, but down here, a lot of years you don't get any rain at all. They can be really, really thin, you know, living a hard life. The Longhorns are fairly popular down in this country. I know. You ready for another nap? ¿Cómo estás, Juan?
Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. How you guys doing? Good. Pretty good?
Good, pretty good.
You like the weather?
I'm trying to keep them cool.
Yeah.
I can understand more than I can speak. I don't really care to learn it either. I figure this is the United States and I'll speak English in it and everybody else should too. If I went to somebody else's country, I'd try to learn their language. We're only probably like 40, 50 miles as the crow flies to the border. You'll be driving along and see footprints all the time. See that backpack right there? That's from the wetbacks. They bring their backpack full of stuff over, and then once it's empty, they just dump it. So if you cruise out through, you find backpacks laying all over the damn place. It's one thing they're crossing through, but they leave trash everywhere, and it just aggravating, you know. It's okay. Come here. It's time to go to sleep. Go to sleep. It's time for you to go to bed, isn't it? Yeah. Take you back to Mama. Hush. It's nice for me with them dogs. I can kick them loose from the house and be hunting, you know. That's the neat thing about it down here. You know, nobody else wants to live here, so if you do live here, there's nobody in your way. The neighbors are a long ways from you, and do as you please. You gonna put your snake boots on?
No.
Yeah?
Why?
Why would you own them if you're not gonna use them? You gonna be stupid and get bit by a snake? You got bullets for your gun?
I have some in here.
All right.
Is this enough?
I don't know. How many is it gonna take you to hit them once?
One time.
Well, then that ought to be enough.
Yeah, Tanner drives pretty good. He's been driving for quite a while though. It's can't really hurt anything out here, so it's a good place for him to learn.
Good. That's funny. Right here to catch a coon, a mountain lion, or a bobcat. Whichever one we catch is good with us. We usually catch coons most of the time, but we might get lucky tonight.
Get your ass out there. Get out there. Son of a buck, go on.
Hell, I don't know. That's what happens when them dogs are fresh. They overrun them tracks like that and then screw themselves up.
Sorry, prick. Go on. Get out there.
Time to go have a ice cold Coors Light. Call it a day. What are you doing, Steve? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? You used to have, before the computers were such a big deal and cell phones and everything, you know, the world turned a lot slower. Had more time to do what you wanted to. Now everything's going so fast, nobody has time for much of anything. He had a game yesterday, but obviously I couldn't be here for it, so if I missed it, I'd be a little upset.
Come on, Tiger! Come on, Tiger! You can do it, baby! It's okay, baby! It's okay!
Watch the ball.
Oh, heck.
Good
I
job,
hadn't been to a baseball game for a while. I forgot everybody yelling.
Get on base. Get ready, Roland.
It feels weird to be home, you know, and this weekend I'll be home, and it feels funny. You don't know, almost don't know what to do.
There you go. There you go.
So used to being on the road all the time, and it kind of wears on you, you know, but you get rested up pretty quick and ready to go back to work.
Backed by popular demand, yes, the fans have spoken. It's time to check in with Shorty Gorham. Shorty, you could have shaved, my friend.
Just like they say, 4 people have 4 ways. I'm one of them guys.
No, we know you're tough. You know, we know you got that image, but give us our pick.
I think he's going to get Brian way back right out of there. He's going to buck him up 2.5 seconds.
Not only does Shorty give us the score, give us the way the bull's going to go, but now he's picking the time of the buck off.
Like a bump on a pickle.
Here he goes. Oh my gosh. Now
Let's
wait,
look at it.
no, guys.
You ain't gonna
Shorty
believe it.
said 2.5 seconds. Take a look at the time. I'm sticking with Shorty in Vegas this year, no matter where he goes.
That's horrible.
I Shorty Gorham for president. That is just uncanny.
I gotta go.
Pretty good.
Incredible stuff from you, my friend. Meanwhile, we are still waiting for the Enterprise Rent-A-Car ride with the best.
Oh, come on. I think something happened to the cable.
And that's going to be Mike White going up against the Bull. Scary deal. They've got some history. The Bull was better then. Who's going to be better?
Can you believe that? Watch, we're going to miss my bulls on the short go.
So we're going to Glaremy Marchie, Shorty Gorham, our Dickies Durham bullfighter. I know you've got an opinion on this one. Yeah.
God damn it. It started.
Okay, Tommy, what's up with your magic TV? Do it, honey.
Hey, Randy, you're not going to believe this. The only channel that's going on and off is Versus. I don't know what the heck's going on. Might check with the people with Versus because there's something wrong somewhere. And I happen to have 5 witnesses, my friend.
See you, pal.
All right, we're ready. We're going to get to go. This is my favorite time of the day. Early in the morning, late in the evening. Well, I think you miss so much if you don't get up early. The birds are all chirping and a new day. I live in North Carolina. I have a ranch in South Texas and one in Iowa. Lee, let's go out and see Candyman. We didn't think he'd be alive this year. Are you still the boss? What you doing? What you doing, old boy? You don't see many you can rub like this, do you? Come here. Where you going? He's letting all those other bulls know he's a bad boy. There goes my plums. Quit doing that. That's a great shot there if you can get that. Deja Blue and his grandfather. See how he came over and separated him from his cows? He's a beautiful animal, isn't he? He's strong. I'd hate for him to step on my foot. We're as fond of our bulls as we are our dogs. They're part of the family. Wolf, come here.
Boy. Come on, baby.
That's a good boy. He's a good boy.
It's hotter here than it is in Columbia, South Carolina. That's where I'm from. And he teases me because he says that that's the hottest place on earth.
It is. Any place you see a military base, it's always the hottest place. We were actually farmers on this property, and we raised tobacco. We were actually tenant farmers. We didn't own the land. And my goal always in life was to make a lot of money. So I went to school, and I looked at the professor. His shoes looked like somebody had shined him with a Hershey bar, and he had baggy pants, and he looked like hell. And I go, if that means if I go to college, I'm gonna look like this son of a bitch, I'm not gonna do it. I've been lucky. I'd rather be lucky than intelligent any day. I hope you guys can eat this redneck food we're gonna give you here. Randy Bernard, I better talk to him. Hello, Randall. How you doing, buddy? What's happening? No way. Okay, buddy. He's a good guy. He's one of my best friends. That's a story in itself about the way that I got involved with the PBR. He literally calls me on a Friday. He said, we gotta have $3,100,000 in our bank Monday morning. And I caught my breath and I said, let's go for it.
is Randy. How is the lines looking? Are all of our sponsors happy? Tecate, Ford, Wrangler, Dickies? Okay, all right. I tell you, these teams are exciting. I mean, I think Mexico has the most pressure. I mean, here in their homeland. These guys really aren't riding for the money. I mean, they want to win. I mean, every one of them. My role in the PBR really is in planning and just oversee everything. So I'm involved in everything from the production. I want a mariachi tomorrow. We can get it. Don't take no. Making sure all the cowboys are happy. How are you? I thought you don't know what to do. They love you here.
Making sure all of our scripts are right.
I don't like that song. Don't play that tomorrow. Play real Mexican shit.
And that the show is perfect.
That's not good, huh? But I hit the fence and it freaking come out, cheeks. It won't when I was riding.
Things like shoulder dislocations, the obvious problem there is if you're going to have surgery, you're going to be out for a number of months. A guy like Rocky who's trying to make a living riding bulls and has a shot at making the World Finals. If there's a way he can manage things without surgery, in most cases, he's going to try to do that.
Hey, you don't have a passport.
I know it.
How the hell are you gonna get across?
You told me, Rob.
I can't wait to see Mama. Daddy, you have my passport? Yes, she told.
Where's my baked burrito?
Yeah, are we in taxi to Dad?
Hey, we look like a bunch of Mexicans. Went to grade school in Mexico, and I come out to New Mexico around 7th grade. I have a lot of roots right around where we live.
Well, we met Rocky in Australia last year. He came out for the World Cup, and Rocky said,
Told him whenever we come to the U.S. to give me a call. They flew into El Paso, and they sure called me.
Greetings from Australia. We love you Mexican people.
Welcome to New Mexico.
I've had the kids probably last 5 or 6 months of the year. They've been with me rodeoing or going to bull rides, and them 2 kids, they can travel and anything. I probably put them in my suitcase and they go to sleep. They're pretty good kids. That's my ranch right there.
You probably got, well, this will look at 30,000 acres down here.
Ya llegó los borrachos.
Ah, ya llegó los borrachos.
¿Cómo está? Pues bien, bien, oiga.
I have some funny rabbits. I haven't some rabbits in here.
We ate them.
Why do we eat them?
That's what we got them for. We got fat. We ate them.
No, they didn't. This is where my rabbits, I have some rabbits. This is where they live.
Aquí está bien. That's the boss man at Cheetah. El presidente municipal de aquí en Hachita. You know, Miguel knows more about what goes on in this place than anybody. He keeps track of 150 cows. He can keep track of the 20 people that come walking through here. Nowadays, if we were to see 10 guys walking right now and we called the Border Patrol, I'd have a helicopter and about 10 cars and four-wheelers and shit running through all my fences to come pick them up. Like it's a big emergency. And I don't know, them poor guys, they're just looking for a better life. I mean, if I was in their shoes, I grew up down there, and you can't blame them. You know, I'd do whatever it took to feed my family, too. The thing about it is I'll be dead serious. Americans are lazy and shit. If I give you a shovel and say I need to dig a big-ass hole there, half the people are going to say, well, I'm too good to use a shovel. You know, who cares if I pay you $200 an hour? You're too good to work with a shovel. If you took out all the illegal immigrants, the U.S. wouldn't be able to function. Everyone talks about the only thing in Hachita is my house and a beer joint. This is it, Hachita Liquor. Get in here and drink a beer. This place is famous.
We've been through a lot of crap, and we've just been, me and Rocky just like, yeah, I ain't joking. I come out here and help him get cows up. He's my buddy. He is my buddy. Joe, get your butt up. Huh? Okay. We got to go catch the cows. Right. What are you doing laying in bed this time?
Oh, it's dark down here. Hey, look at that.
Get your clothes on.
We're gonna move a bunch of these cows into one pasture. From the highway, we're gonna push everything right over this mountain to the other side to a gate.
Are they good cattle, Rocky? Are they well-worked cattle?
They're wild son of bitches, and when they see you, they're gonna haul ass and try to run away from you.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. They're good ones. Ábrelo todo, donde pueden entrar todos los caballos. Vamos.
Ya no le monte ese güey. Ya no le monte.
Let me look at you real fast. Now, tilt your head, like lean forward and tilt your head so it pours shit on it. That shit, I'm fixing to wipe it off. Scott saying shit pills.
Where's that son of a bitch? Hard my neck crack. I said, shit.
He almost bucked as hard as your bucking bull's partner. You know what?
Let me sit here a minute. Y'all go ahead and go.
You know what?
Just let me sit here a minute, okay?
Your hat ain't worth the shit no more.
Y'all go get the cows up.
Looks pretty, huh? As far as you can see.
As far as you can see with your lamp.
Right here, because those hills stop it. Yeah. All those hills you see are Mexico, except for this very first kind of light green one. you know, like the power outages and shit you hear about in California and the terrorists and shit. I mean, I really don't worry about none of that. My family wouldn't really be at a threat. Who's gonna come out here? There's still our problems, just like anyone else. But I mean, if it was just having to do with living, we could live here for quite a while. Coming, cowboy? All of America, at one time or another, when you're a little kid, you played cowboys and Indians. I think it's instilled in all of us since the time that we were growing up. And I feel really fortunate that I get to raise my kids in a place where my kids don't hardly play with Nintendo. They don't watch much TV, you know. You can give my little boy a rope and he's tickled to death. I don't think there's many places that I've been, you know, that are like where we live. I tell people it's a promised land. I'm just the only one that's found it. You all right, cowboy? Give me 5. Tell that donkey to calm down. Tell him you're gonna spur the shit out of him.
When I really need you, never hard to find. I don't have a single doubt in my mind. I know you'll always be there every time. I can always count on you. Ever since I've known you, you've been the same. In this uncertain world, some things never change. Tomorrow's gonna be like every other day. I can always count on you.
You know, I don't know Leanne near as much as my wife does, but I think she and JW make one heck of a team. I can connect with her the way she sings. She does a great job.
When it comes to breaking my heart in two, I can always count on you. Something like that.
That's good. Yeah. It ain't about me either. It started out all about you, and it turned viciously harsh, didn't it?
You play something for us. Come on.
Yeah.
Yep. I always knew that when I was a kid, I was born to be on stage singing. And I was supposed to be a cowgirl. And now, JW and I, you know, we have a ranch, and at the end of the week, I know I'm going to be horseback no matter what.
Come on, JW. How you doing?
Go saddle me a horse.
There's one. There's like 5.
I want one that bucks.
The music has kind of been set on a back burner. Yeah, I do still sing, whether it be at someone's backyard barbecue or if it's for somebody running for sheriff. I'm supposed to be on the Grand Ole Opry. That's where I'm supposed to be. I lived in Nashville for a year, and then I moved back because I couldn't make enough money. And the music industry in Nashville is heartbreaking. Being raised on a dairy farm, everyone says, "Where did you learn to sing? Who taught you how to sing?" Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Tammy Wynette, you know, all those songs when they play the good stuff at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're going to get the cows up and you come in and that's what's on the radio. That's where I learned to sing. Who knows what I'll do with my singing. I may torture my husband for the rest of his life by sitting on our front porch playing the guitar. At least I know that I'm still happy in my own skin, I guess.
And tonight, to sing our national anthem, Leanne Hart. Nashville, Tennessee, what do you say? Are you ready to ride some bulls?
Our cowboys, you know, they don't get paid. If they don't ride their bull, they go home broke. And it's easy for a lot of our fans to connect with them. Just all the guys that you're seeing, every single one of them that I have met have just been a fantastic guy. I really respect them all. You know, most officers are not like this, but it, you know, it kind of reminds me of all the different people. Here's the deer that I killed last year. You know, somebody like you guys would appreciate it. And that's what I should have done, is had Penny to fix some deer tonight. You take that and take the back straps and soak it in zesty Italian. You know, because I think you could do leather like this, and zesty Italian, it would taste good. But you take that back strap and then put it on the grill and grill it. Oh man, it'll knock you out. One thing, Penny is the closest to my mother of anybody I've ever met. She'll never tell you the whole truth about what she's doing in cooking. She said, if you had the money that you spent on hunting and fishing, you know, that'd be a pretty nice sum. I wouldn't even want to know how much I've blown doing that sort of thing. Shows you how screwed up I am. It's me and Willie. But Willie, you know, Willie, he's a renegade. He's a good hunter. I'm telling you, he knows how to hunt. How did I meet Willie? I guess Willie just showed up one day. He met me. He came up to my house and he goes, "Hi, I'm Willie." Next thing I know, we became good buddies. But he can tell you some great stories.
I always knew a camera crew would come here. I just never dreamed it would be this soon. I really didn't. Hi, I'm Willie Rock from Trenton, Missouri, and we're here today working with my team of Mules right now, but we're mostly talking about the bull riding and the PBR. And I didn't get on my first bull till I was 19, and I didn't really decide to chase my dream. I didn't even know I could be a bull rider till I was 21 years old, and today I'm 26. I'm out with a broken leg right now for probably 6 or 7 months, and I don't even think I'm gonna make it to the finals. My mom and dad worry about me a lot, you know, which is normal for any mom and dad. If I had a kid, I'd probably worry too. The Amish are very loyal people and very humble, and they try to separate themselves, you know, from modern things. They've never watched me, but maybe someday they will. I'm sure that they would like to see me go and do my best. They'll never tell me if they're proud of me or not, but you know, since I got on tour 2 years ago, if somebody tells them I want a bull ride, they'll get a big smile on their face. You know, just because I left the Amish doesn't say at all that I left my religion, because I believe, I mean, there's only one place we all want to go to, and we all want to go to heaven, and we all got to be a good person to go to heaven, and we got to believe. I'm the youngest of 12, and I'm really proud of it. A lot of people say, the youngest of 12, my goodness. I said, no, I said, what would have happened if my mom and daddy would have stopped at Lavin? You'd have never met me. So then it's all okay then. Yep, that's my pond. I bring my girlfriends out here and we go skinny dipping. I'm bad, ain't I? I love living though. We're in Jamesport, downtown, the little big famous town of Jamesport, the population of 550 people. Not a very big town, but it's where I grew up. I just grew up about a mile outside of this town, and I love it. I've been a lot of places, and I come home, and home is home. Wherever you have your friends is where always home seems to be. I mean, it's hard to get away from your friends when you've grown up around all your friends. Hey, Jesse, if we had a good time, or we missed a good time, where at? Up at the bar. Did you kiss a girl? Why not? You're funny. All right, we'll be there in a little bit. Jesse James, where's your flat brim hat? You're on camera, you know that, don't you? Yeah. Hey, how about this buckboard? Can we all get on this buckboard? Yeah. Jump in here. Let's have a picture taken in here. Here, I need a whip. That looks more hillbilly, country. We can go out there and just drive up and down the road. Would that be good footage for you? You ready? Did you get that? The way I was raised, there's a lot of times we worked from daylight to dark, and it looked like there was a never-ending job. I don't regret it all growing up Amish. We worked hard, and that's all we knew how to do. When we was a kid, you know, thinking back, I didn't realize my dad didn't have no money. It's just hard to live nowadays without loaning money and having a credit card. I don't have a lot of nice stuff right now, but most of the things I got is paid for, and I don't rent stuff. I just wait till I can buy it. This was me when I was about 14 years old. My brother had shot that deer, and we just had our picture taken. That's me in my Amish outfit. We'd always have a camera snuck off, hidden away from Mom and Dad. These are like, we've had more, but Mom and Dad took them away.
What'd they do with them?
Burn them. You're not allowed to have pictures when you're Amish. I've got a few brothers and sisters that they're not Amish anymore, and they'd come home, and they'd bring their cameras home and take pictures of us. Oops, you don't want to see that one. I didn't have much clothes. Most of the boys, they all got stereos on their buggies. I listen to country music, and we used to party all the time. So the party got busted, and I left my horse and buggy tied to the fence. I took off running. Well, they put it on the tow truck, and the lady that was driving the tow truck said, "Oh, that's Willie Rop's buggy, because he's the only one that's got purple lights." That's how I got caught. That's the first time I got trouble with the law. We just wild little outlaw cowboys, and we didn't even know. Can you make this stereo work? This one? Yeah. Why don't you make it work?
Hey.
Make it work.
You make it work.
James spends all his money in rodeo gear and stuff. He's not a wild. He's kind of like me. He doesn't get drunk, drink beer and stuff like that.
This is just my second summer riding, and I got hurt real bad last year, and kind of made me make up my mind either if I want to be a bull rider or not. I haven't been on a bull in a long time. I tend to pray a little more than or whatever. It kind of strikes fear in me a little more.
He was so nervous the first time he got on. He was taking his wrap, and I told him to get off. I said, "You're not going to get on if you're going to be scared like this." When you ride this bull, just pick a spot. You know, it's normal for anybody to get nervous the first time they get on it. And he got right on there and settled right in and did pretty good, handled it pretty good. So after that, he was hooked. James has sacrificed a lot. I really enjoy helping somebody like that out that really tries hard. If he can learn how to ride this bull, he can learn how to ride a lot of bulls.
Hey Meredith, this is Willie. I'm sorry to bother you. I just got a call this morning from my friends back home. Jesse James got killed coming home from a bull ride last night from Sioux City, Iowa. Got run over by a semi, so, you know, it's just really shocking. It doesn't seem right. It's really bad news. You know, Jesse was just like my little brother, so I'm sure he's in a better place than we are now. a lot of people told me when I started riding bulls it would be a bad thing for me to do because I'd get killed. So it's your time, I guess it's your time. But he sure did get to live a dream. I just don't know what to say. I just, dang, I'm lost.
All right, today we're in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and this is one of the very first events back after I broke my leg. My leg's fine. I can't even tell there's anything wrong with my leg at all. It's a long ways from home, and I've always done pretty good up here in the New England states, so Bridgeport, Connecticut, never rode here before, but I'm looking for a lot of good things to happen, and like I'm at the bottom, I'm starting like everybody else, so I ain't got no other choice to climb.
All right, here we go. Let's go to the man. The man from the Seattle Series. Trent Missouri, Indian Rod.
You know, I used to pray all the time before I get on a bull. And then I've caught myself doubting myself from having fear. If you have any kind of fear, you ain't gonna have a chance, you know. I've heard Justin McBride say he's only scared to lose. It's the only thing he's scared of. And I think that's probably the attitude to have. I don't pray to win. God's already given me the talent to win.
Oh, Willie, as I said, he's a unique person. Everybody likes him. I mean, you can't help but like Willie. He really tries so hard. For a guy like Willie, I think that's one of the greatest thrills of his life is to make it to the finals. I don't think he's ever made it. You know, every guy wants to make the finals because that's where they make the most money. It's a major goal for anybody that owns bulls. It's a big event for everybody. It's what everybody starts out doing in the beginning to the end. It's the ultimate.
Welcome to Las Vegas. All season long, 45 Cowboys have worked to be in one city at the end of the year. This is the event that everybody wants to be at. It's a city of lights, a city that never sleeps, and every one of our 45 Cowboys got their hammer cocked and ready to go. Season long, the world's greatest bull riders have battled it out. More than $3.2 million in prize money at stake, a world championship on the line. The cowboy that wins the world championship, he wins $1 million. Vegas, are you ready? This is the PBR Finals, this sport's crowning moment. There's more to lose, there's more at stake. For the 45 Cowboys back there, welcome to Las Vegas. You've got to get through 8 rounds of pure hell if you want to step it up and walk out of here with a ton of cash in your pocket.
Hot stuff around to the left. Brian Cantor, great correction there, but he's off the right side, and he gets sent back to the chutes, guys.
When you stop and think what these Cowboys have to do to make this a season, to make it successful, they're going to spend over 200 days a year away from home, over 100,000 miles in the air. This is the ultimate test of will. Maybe the longest season. Definitely the roughest in the sports world. This is the PBR. You know, you look at these guys, and when I talk about these guys, I'm talking about the Brazilians. You want to know why they win as much money as they do? They take nothing for granted. When you look at the great riders from Brazil, you cannot begin a sentence without Guilherme Marchi. Nobody seems like they can stop this guy. He's looking to claim that world champion title. Guilherme Marchi is doing everything just right, but if he stubs his toe at all, J.B. Mauney is right on his heels. You talk about a young man that we have all been pulling for. I think everybody likes to see a guy that wants to catch that number one and is giving it everything he's got. He's thrown caution to the wind. He's had every ranked bull that you could desire. Does he want to win this thing? Let me tell you something. He wants to win this thing like nobody's business.
Folks, as we draw close here to this ground tomorrow, it's the day that everybody in the bull riding world is waiting for. The final round.
Does she not look good today? What else would you expect? You wouldn't think I would be out with some old waddly fat girl walking around.
What? I've seen you with some fat girls.
Oh, no, you haven't.
And some dogs.
Well, yeah, but they were customers.
Oh, yeah, right.
Tommy, my man. What's happening? We're gonna win today, I'm telling you. No question. JB's really hot stuff. But if you look at the Brazilians, they're picking the bulls that they know that they can ride. And don't get me wrong, oh, I love them all. And all I want to do is see them ride my bulls for 90 points or better.
Las Vegas, are you ready for the final 5 bull rides in the world? Come on,
Guilherme Marchi right now on a hot streak, looking to claim this world championship. 3 times a bridesmaid, never the bride. 2008, Guilherme Marchi might as well get fit for a wedding dress. We're stepping inside the arena right now with J.B. Mauney. The kid is the pride and joy of Mooresville, North Carolina. And let me tell you, the guy in that #1 position that he's been making very nervous is Guilherme Marchi, because J.B. Mauney has been nipping at his heels. Fans, I want you to know something. The numbers are in, here they are, and guess what? It's official. After 3 years of a runner-up position, Guilherme Marchi has done it. He is the 2008 PBR World Champion, and the Brazilian flags, they're flying. The Brazilian fans, the American fans, everybody that is a bull riding fan is loving this guy right now. Guilherme Marchi walking away with a gold buckle and the $1 million check. It's finally his. Fans, we wrap it up on this final Sunday. Congratulations going out to Tom Teague and Teague Bucking Bulls. And a congratulations going out to Guilherme Marchi. He is the 2008 PBR Champion of the World. And let me tell you something else, folks. J.B. Mauney will walk out not the PBR World Champion. But I tell you what, it's not that bad of a day, because he walks out with over $215,000 in his pocket. I can say for JB, it's going to be a very fun night in Las Vegas.
Hey, buddy, let me say no praise.
Congratulations, that was awesome.
Thank you, buddy. Who is this?
It's Guilherme's little boy.
Hey, look at that little boy. Give me a kiss.
Hey, this is the next world champion right here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I want some money in Topeka, so they took me on to Houston too. Making money ain't been a problem, but it wears you down just passing through.
Riders, give it up for Flint Rasmussen.
I don't know how to describe a guy like him. He's a damn legend, in my opinion.
With more than 32 stops around the country, we bring the Cowboys to you. From Colonial Juarez, Mexico, it's Rocky McDonald.
I'm sure he told you the story about when he cut his finger off.
Rocky makes it to the 8. wasn't pretty towards the end, and he's hung up.
This is the guy right here that is a guardian angel on dirt. I'm talking about Shorty Gore.
Now that takes a guy that's got a lot of nerve to do that sort of thing.
Tonight, to sing our national anthem from Overbrook, Oklahoma, the very lovely Leanne Hart.
Isn't she beautiful? Willie comes from an Amish family and can't help but like Willie.
J.B. Mauney. Folks, picture this. He's a 21-year-old millionaire.
That's JB. He's basically become a rock star.
Well, J.B. Mauney right now getting ready to ride the sound absolutely deafening when this guy steps up. Every female in this building is going absolutely nuts, and it's for this kid. When it comes down to it, nobody's got more confidence. Nobody's got the swagger that this guy has. I don't care what you want to call it. Look at him. At 21 years of age, he's got it.
He's so cute and he seems so nice. Like, comes from a small town and it kind of shows that you can just become something that everyone wants to be. And he's just really inspirational and just amazing.
I knew it would happen. I just didn't know it would happen as quick. All of a sudden, everybody knew who he was.
Hell of a damn right, son. Yeah.
He loves the fans, but sometimes he'd just like to go back to being JB. He just for a day or two.
I both know that's a possible shoulder dislocation.
Yeah, that's what it looks like from here.
I'm convinced they can take pain better than we can. Got to. You know, I can hit my foot wrong walking on the carpet, and here I make a big face. And Ty Murray said, "Why do you make that face? If you make a face, it ain't gonna help you a damn bit. You might as well look straight." That's a cowboy to me. That's a tough guy. He has no fear of death. If he does, he damn sure doesn't let anybody know about it.
You okay, Kate? Jimmy. Oh my God, look at that. Casey Hayes, holy mackerel. That was a big hawk.
They've got more nerve than I have. Let's put it that way. They love to have fun. They love to make money. They love to live in the left lane. Everyone that I've ever met, it was the same way. They're a little bit wild every now and then, but I guess all of us were when we were growing up.
I've known Brian. We grew up together. And then we met Casey in Shawnee, Oklahoma at the Youth World Finals. And what do you know? Look at us now.
Hey, let me look at that map. What, I got to name all the states? Oh, shit. All right. Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, How many A's are there? Arkansas. Pistol Robinson from Burleson, Texas. This is my rookie year. You know, my rodeo friends heard my dad call me Pistol, so they'd call me Pistol, and then all of a sudden, I'm living a double life. Caleb on one side when I'm going to, like, school, and then I'm Pistol when I'm going to bull ridings. Brian and JB, I knew just from, like, going to Challengers last year, pretty much. I like to compare it to, like, high school. We do just got our own little groups, and you just kind of fall into social order. That's kind of how it is.
Before I just bought that and just play with it. I like to drive it because it's loud. I'll drive it through town when I get bored sometimes. Watch the dogs. They're gonna be loud. Room's a little messy these days. I guess this is what happens when you don't ever come home.
And once you get to be a part of rodeoing, you know, whatever it is there, it gets in your blood and you can't get it out. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of like an addiction there. What's our motto? It's been ever since you've been in sheep riding.
Play the game, take the pain.
Yeah, play the game, you take the pain. And when he was little there, you know, I never did make him do anything that he didn't want to as far as riding, and yes, that was the motto. He'd get up and suck it up and come on. That's all he's ever done.
This is the first money that he ever won mutton busting, which is sheep riding. He split second place in the mutton busting on April the 6th, 1991, and he won $4.80. And the money's still in it. I don't know what else I can show you embarrassing. You can zoom in on that one. That's from when he was riding calves. That was before I stepped in and said, you're not getting on anything else unless you put a helmet on. The one that's shattered is in there, in his bedroom. It's in 2 pieces. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty weak feeling when you're a mama to see your kid in that situation. I just said, I can't do this. I cannot sit here and watch him live. Now, what am I going to do? Because I'm a mama, and come hell or high water, if my kid's hurt, I'm going. It's that simple.
Hey, Resmore! Mercy, mercy. Uh-oh. Shoulder. We've seen that before when guys leave the arena. Now, I'm no doctor, and we're not supposed to predict, but Ty, you...
In 3 years, I think in the PBR, I've made almost $1 million. I've done everything. I cut grass, I rode barrel horses for a woman, worked at a ball bearing plant one time. I couldn't take that. Not so much. I worked there for about probably 5 or 6 months. As soon as I got back to riding, I said, I'll make sure I make bull riding my living My dad said, why? I said, "'Cause I'm dang sure not going to do this the rest of my life." Calm down. He been running around all day. I guess it's because people's here. He's all wired up. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You're a pretty good old dog sometimes. They used to, when I drove all the time, I'd take him everywhere with me. We got big, and then I fly so much now. See, it's one big old farm. It was my great-grandpa's, and that's the dairy barn they had and stuff right there. And this is the house he lived in. It built in like 1949 or some crap, or way before that, I don't know. And then my sister lives in that trailer, and then my grandma lives in the other brick house right there. And then there's a house up in them pines over there. It's Lee's mama. That's my other great aunt. My other aunt, Joyce, there, she sold all that land over there to them developers. There's houses, I mean, everywhere over in there. And it used to not be, it used to be all just woods. Now it's all houses. Wonderful neighbors. They like to call the cops on me, too. I get bored when I'm at home. Them so used to staying gone. I come home, I get bored.
At some point in life, everybody wants to be a cowboy. It's what our country is built upon. And I think the people today are searching for things like the cowboy way. Life is changing, but cowboys still exist.
Dallas, Texas, Nashville, Oklahoma City, Las Vegas, Anaheim, California, Kansas City, New York, St. Louis, Des Moines. This is not a rodeo. We've got 45 of the world's best cowboys riding the rankest and roughest bulls.
Oh boy, here we go.
There is not a more simple scoring system anywhere in the world of sports, all right? This is it. 50 points for the bull, 50 points for the cowboy. It's you against him. You got to ride the bull for 8 seconds. You got to keep your hand inside of that rope, one arm in the air.
He made a great correction at 5.5, and that saves him.
That's me. My name's Tom Peake with Big Buccaneers. I mean, it seems like the top guys always pick my bulls. I mean, he gives me an ulcer. I've got an ulcer big as a hen egg, but they put on a show like nobody's ever seen. They're not some little backyard rodeo.
He is the exclusive entertainer of the professional bull.